All right, welcome to Original Bacon. This is my sixth episode of Gotham review. This episode, well, spoiler alert: if you want to watch this episode of Gotham, watch it on Hulu. It's on there right now. I'm gonna continue with the episode, and spoiler alert. All right, opens with a young Bullock. Bullock is a really good cop back then. He resembles Gordon at this point in his life. It was 10 years ago that him and his partner went to go. They had cornered, or they found out some clues that led them to the last victim of the Spirit, which was a serial killer who was killing aristocrats' firstborn children. Um, Bullock in rescuing the girl, or trying to rescue the girl, although she was dead, and killing the Spirit. He accidentally, well, the Spirit gets his partner first, and his partner is paralyzed. The original Spirit, who he calls Milky, or the Goat, is dead. Edward and then it goes to the present day. Edward and Bullock are on the crime scene, where Edward is trying to get Bullock to guess a riddle, and Bullock is not in the mood because now the Goat, or the Spirit, they call it the Goat most of the time throughout the episode, is back and is killing aristocrats' firstborn children. He's really pissed off because he solved this case a long time ago, and apparently it caused him a lot of emotional pain. But he seems to have kind of a friendship with Edward Nigma, and he's a little ticked off at Jim because Jim has not come to work yet, commenting that he made it to work before the Boy Scout. Gordon and Barbara are having a conversation that Gordon admits that he's going to tell Barbara everything that's happening or that has happened in the past. And then he leaves for work. Bullock is pissed again that he was late for work. But Gordon is aware that Bullock was on the case of the original Goat Spirit killer, and Bullock and Gordon go to interview the victim's family, where the father has a nervous tic and apparently is not ready for talking. Meanwhile, Edward Nigma was told by Bullock to go look into the old case files of the Spirit or the Goat, and Edward, apparently the file keeper is Edward Nigma's crush. He sniffs her hair. He was kind of being a creeper, and basically, yeah, he's just looking for evidence, and he's in the girl's office looking for evidence, and Gordon and Bullock are looking into apparently they look into maintenance people, because the maintenance people are the only people who have the keys, and trying to cross and see if there's any connection between the original Goat and this one. Meanwhile, the Penguin returns home to his mother. His mother seems to think that he was captured by a vixen, and that her little boy is being manipulated. Meanwhile, the detectives go to the autopsy room, and they find out that the killer is putting pennies into the back of the neck. They're surgically putting pennies in the neck of the victims, and Bullock is really shooken by this. Apparently, the original Spirit or the Goat was named Milky, and he used to do that to people. And the only people who knew about that was the coroner, who did the autopsy for the original murders, Bullock, and his partners. So now he's either thinking Milky's alive or someone talked, and apparently the coroner's dead and Bullock didn't talk, and so now they're going to go interview his partner if he could be the Goat. Bullock Meanwhile, Bruce is he finds out about the goat and the spirit through the news. Alfred is afraid for Bruce's safety, but Bruce is like, who are they going to take me away from? He's apparently the goat is killing children of prominent aristocrats in Gotham, but he wouldn't be hurting anybody if he had killed Bruce besides Alfred. So Bruce is not afraid of the goat. He doesn't think he's going to be a victim. Meanwhile, Selena Kyle slinks into the evidence room and steals something from Bruce while Alfred is away and Bruce is asleep on the couch. No, they don't really touch on that in the rest of the episode. Maybe they'll touch on the next episode. And also, Montoya ends up finding a homeless man on the piers at Gotham Pier who identifies Gordon and Bullock as killing Oswald Cobblepot. And Montoya... Well, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but Edward sets up. Apparently, when he was in the girl's office, he resets her whole filing system and really ticks her off. And she calls him a weirdo, and it's obvious that he has a crush for her, but she is having none of it. Gordon and Bullock go visit Bullock's old partner, Dick, and Gordon finds out that Bullock was, Dick calls him a white knight, the white knight of the GCPD, and finds out that Bullock used to be a really good cop. And the goat, meanwhile, gets his next victim. Apparently, he chloroforms the maids and the butlers, and then he goes after his victim. Bullock trusts Edward to solve the puzzle of the mystery to find out where the victim is being taken. Barbara goes to Montoya and asks her to trust Jim, but she wants nothing to do with it. And after Barbara rejected Montoya a couple episodes ago, she doesn't want Barbara in her life whatsoever. Edward solves the puzzle and gives Jim and Bullock the clue. Apparently, the goat or the spirit has taken the victim to where Bullock shot and killed the last goat or spirit. And they go to investigate the place and catch the spirit. Jim goes and saves the girl while Bullock goes and tries to take down the spirit. After Jim saves the girl, he actually goes and saves Bullock just in time, where they can't take him alive, and just in time, Bullock was about to get hit with something. I believe he was about to die. Oswald Cobblepot's taking a bath, and his mother comes in, and he has a weird relationship with his mother because she starts using the sponge and rubbing his back while he's taking a bath, and says that she's the only one that he can trust. And Oswald Cobblepot tells her that he has found someone he can trust, and he trusts Gordon. With all this building up, I believe that Gordon is going to have to betray Oswald Cobblepot, and something's going to happen with Oswald and Jim, maybe some kind of hatred. Meanwhile, Bullock does not trust that this is over, and he starts seeing the same nervous twitch that he saw in the first victim's father, some nervous twitch. And then he finds out that the psychiatrist... Okay, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Barbara tells Jim to leave town with her, and that he gets home from the office. She's packed up already. She is worried about Gordon, and but he says he's gonna face it if the cops are going to arrest him, and he goes to answer the door, and Montoya's there, and she arrests him, telling him that she has an eyewitness saying that he killed Oswald Cobblepot. Meanwhile, Bullock finds out that the psychiatrist has been hypnotizing. She hypnotized the first goat and the first spirit 10 years ago to kill aristocrats because she believes that they are evil and that they are corrupting society, and that she wants them to be punished with negative reinforcement. And so she thinks that it's justified to kill all of the firstborns of the aristocrats of Gotham, and that the reason why that they're able to go in and kidnap the children is because she is also the psychiatrist of the wealthiest members of society in Gotham, and she has the keys to all their houses. And so she is hypnotizing them as minions because the first victim's father is having a psychiatry session with her, and when Bullock confronts her, she uses a activation word, and he comes and attacks Bullock while she can get away, but he shoots her in the foot, and they find out, and then they go to the next scene is in the GCPD, where Bullock is telling his the main officer, the commissioner of the police force, what happened, and that he had found her, and that she was connected to all of the past and the present goat, and that she has connections with all of the victims' families, and that the case is closed. But meanwhile, Jim is being brought to GCPD under the assumption that he had killed Oswald Cobblepot. Bullock is like, "You didn't kill him, I know that," and he's like, "Yeah, I didn't kill him." And meanwhile, Oswald Cobblepot comes walking in, is like, "Hi, I'm Oswald Cobblepot," blowing that whole case apart. This next episode looks like it's going to be a ton of action, guns firing everywhere. Bullock, I guess Gordon's going to be either cleaning house of the GCPD. Looks like Fish Mooney and Maroney and like all the mobs are going to be making their plays. It looks like the cops are going to be making their plays. Gordon and Oswald Cobblepot are just going to... It looks like the cops are going to be trying to kill Gordon, and Gordon's going to be... We all know Gordon ends up becoming Commissioner Gordon, so this is just going to be a really good episode. I'm really excited for this next episode. Thank you for watching Original Bacon. Hope you have a great day.